Hi, I'm Julie Edwards at the Color and Soul Cosmetic Cafe. Here at Color and Soul, we specialize in the first mineral cosmetics specifically formulated for women of color. Now, I know that your host has told you that we are coming to visit with you and going to spend some time together talking about healthy skin, how to look natural, and how to wear cosmetics that look natural and enhance your natural beauty. That's what Color and Soul is about. Mineral cosmetics are very, very different from your standard creamy or liquid cosmetics. First of all, it's all powder. I made everything on my face, and that's what I'll do for you at our consultation. Now, mineral makeup is also really not makeup. We call it skincare in color because it's naturally anti-inflammatory. It actually helps to heal your acne, or if you have sensitive skin like rosacea or psoriasis or problems like that, or even eczema. Mineral cosmetics actually contribute to the healing of those kinds of problems. If you're struggling with dark marks, it actually helps to lighten the dark marks. Why? Because it's natural sunscreen. When you protect your skin from the sun, those areas that are discolored aren't constantly being repigmented by the sun. So there's lots to learn by learning more about Color and Soul Mineral Cosmetics. Now, our minerals are formulated differently from other very high quality minerals that are out on the market today because we formulate to not only capture your correct skin color, but its depth and its natural glow without that ashy, silvery kind of a shine, but the natural glow that emanates from your own yellow or copper undertones. So it's custom blended to match your skin exactly in such a way that it looks and feels like your skin. We're going to learn a lot and we're going to have a great time while we're doing it, and I just can't wait to meet you. Now, I promised your host that all of her invited guests would get a free tip, not only for an opportunity to say hi to me in a small way, but also to let you know that we're here not just to make you more beautiful, but to educate you in such a way that when you get your Color and Soul home, you'll be able to use it the same way that I do or any of our consultants do when they give you a consultation. I am so grateful that I have here with me today Marche, who has agreed to help us with our first tip, and that is on eyebrows. So many times I get questions about how to properly shape and apply my eyebrow color. Now, we do things a little bit differently here at Color and Soul. And yes, I'm looking up close on her eyebrows, so I slipped my glasses on. Marche, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I'm going to slip your hair to the side just a smidgen. And Marche has good eyebrows, and it's very, very important not to over pluck your eyebrows, or if you can avoid it, to make them too thin. A pencil thin eyebrow is always going to make you look perpetually surprised, huh? So we don't want to do that. Now, where do our eyebrows belong, and how long should they be, and where should they be placed? Well, one way to figure it out is to follow the natural lines of your face. So what you want to do is get a pencil. I have like here a little popsicle stick. That'll do. And what you want to do is measure from the edge of your nose. Now there are two choices here. You can either measure from the edge of your nose here or from the inside of your nostrils. Now, there's a famous brow artist who started doing this with Oprah, and so you really began to see, traditionally, eyebrows were always measured from the corner of your nose up to the inside corner of your eyebrow, and that's where you would either take hairs away or you would fill hairs in. Now, Marche has widely spaced eyes, and so we wouldn't take hairs away because it would pull her eyes apart even more. So what we would do is actually fill in more here. Now, for that fuller, richer kind of an eyebrow, you can also start from the inside of the nostril, and now what you're doing is applying your brow color here on the other side of the stick. So that's a choice. If you have more closely spaced eyes, you probably want to measure from the outside of your nostril. If you have more widely spaced eyes and you want a slightly thicker, more dramatic brow, then you would measure from the nose to the corner of the brow, and any space in between where it's missing, that's where you would begin to apply the darkest part of your eyebrow. The next place that you want to figure out is your arch. The arch is determined by going over right up the center of the eye. If you're looking straight ahead, it is right down the center of the iris, the colored part of your eye. So we're going to take it on an angle from the corner of the nose right through the center of the eye, and that's where your arch belongs. And then the third area is where your edge finishes. That goes from the corner of your nose to the very edge. So if your eyebrow at the corner of your eye, so it goes just past the corner of your eye, if your eyebrow doesn't touch that area, then that's where you need to extend your brow. So we have here, right over there, and then we have here to the corner. And those are your important points. Now when you do that, you're following the natural bone structure of your eye, and you'll always get your eyebrows right. Okay, a couple of rules when it comes to shaping your eyebrows. We've already gone over where to place your color. Now let's talk a little bit about what colors to choose. This is one of the reasons why we custom blend our brow colors at Color and Soul. So our brow colors are all done with powder instead of pencil. You may see me from one tip of the week to the next tip of the week with a different hair color every time, and I have to be able to adjust my brow color accordingly. A couple of rules about how you're supposed to choose the colors for your eyebrows is, if you have lighter hair like I do, then you want to have a brow that's slightly darker. And the reason for this is, if you have light brows and light hair, particularly if you have light skin, then everything washes out. The purpose of your eyebrow color is to bring the focus of attention back to your face. So we have slightly darker brows when we have lighter hair. Now in Marche's case, when you have darker hair, you want your eyebrows to be just a little bit lighter. And this is because if the hair is dark and the brows are really dark, it can make you look a little hard, a little severe. So to soften the face for this strong hair color, we do a slightly lighter eyebrow. Now, back to light hair for a minute. That doesn't mean that you have blonde hair with brown or black eyebrows. Not good. But it does mean that you want your brows to be like a light brown or something that's a little bit darker than the hair, but not so dark that it makes your hair look obviously dyed or not a natural color. Now, what we've done is we've begun to do some placement with Marche's eyebrow, because the next thing is, okay, how do I get that point like I just showed you? Well, what you do is you start with a little dash right here on the inside of the brow. That takes you to where you want it to be. If it was closer into the nose or farther away, then your little dash sets the length or the beginning of your eyebrow. The next thing is the arch, and so we have a small dash that goes over the brow area. Once again, over the color part of your eye, that's the highest point of your arch. And the third point is right here on the edge to determine the length of your brow. Now you have a guideline as to where to go. So once you have that, and we begin to fill in from the bottom, this sets your line for your brow. I'm going to turn your head here just a little bit. This sets the line for your brow to here. And we begin to fill in and fill in and fill in until you now have a nice developed shape for your brow. Let's take that look that way. You see, even if you have a very, very natural style of wearing your makeup, or you're not a makeup wearer at all, a simple dusting of minerals and shaping your brow can mean all the difference in the world. The next most important thing is to also make sure that your brow is well and properly blended. And so a little trick, once you lay down your little dashes, is to just take a little Q-tip and just lightly buff away the dash that you created, and there is your natural brow. Now another quick trick for creating a beautiful eyebrow like you see in the magazines is through highlighting. So what we do is we take a very nice natural matted light eyeshadow, or a slightly lighter mineral powder. And what you're going to do is actually trace your eyebrow underneath. So think about the eyebrow like a coloring book. And so you're staying in the line, and you can even come up on top of the brow and lightly trace with a slightly lighter mineral color or a light eyeshadow. That's like a cream color or a light canary yellow color. Something that's close to the skin tone but slightly lighter. You lay that down, clean off your brush, because now what you want to do is just blend it. Blending, blending, blending. And even in the worst storm, you can look good. And just take a look at the difference there. So eyebrows make all the difference in the world, no matter what look you're trying to achieve, whether it's something dramatic, something professional, or something just t-shirt and jeans natural. Eyebrows make all the difference in the world in the framing of your face and really showing off your beautiful eyes and your great complexion. Now, here at Color and Soul, we got a million of them, tips all the time. And if you're interested in more tips from Color and Soul on a regular basis, all you have to do is go to www.colorandsoul.com. That's color, ANDSOUL.com, and join our magazine, our online magazine, and on a weekly basis you'll be able to get all kinds of fun tips and ways that you can step up your look, step up your image, and be the natural beauty that you are. Once again, can't wait to meet you, and we'll see you soon.